好啦，今日咧想分享一本書咧，就喺書局咧都會買到嘅，就係 Sir David Tan 鄧永昌爵士啊，我其中一個偶像嚟啊。咁啊，但係佢之前就過咗身嘅。咁佢咧就以前喺 Financial Times 咧做 Agony Uncle，Agony Uncle 即係一個 advice columnist 係啦。咁啊，俾意見一啲 trouble readers。咁啊，佢其中一條咧問題，我哋今日就睇啦。咁有個 reader 咧就問啦。Okay, 我讀下。In the age of the internet, there are more and more inventions which someone like me, unfamiliar with computer technology, finds increasingly baffling and hard to execute. Must we resign ourselves to the fact that if we don't make the effort to keep up, we will slip more and more out of touch with the modern world and lose out? 好啦，咁佢就發覺越嚟越老咧，就越嚟越唔係好跟得上呢個科技嘅發展啦。係咪要接受咧 ？Resign ourselves to the fact that 即係不得不接受，慢慢咧就 slip more and more out of touch with the modern world and lose out。好啦，呢個都幾靚，揀一揀先。好，咁啊睇下佢點答咯喎，成段啦嚟咯喎。I'm not at all computer literate. I've never been able to grasp the use of a mouse, nor have the symbols on a screen, let alone all the operational procedures. It took me a long time to understand how to work a mobile phone, and eventually its texting facility. Then when I finally worked out how to use a BlackBerry, I thought I'd become gadget savvy.Only to discover that every new model became more complicated and again beyond my grasp. To this day, I've resisted the iPhone because my fat fingers don't seem to be able to cope with the lettering on a touch screen, and I am continually baffled by those endless apps that can do almost anything. The most ingenious is the one which, when one holds a phone to music, can trace the name of the tune within a couple of seconds. I just find it extraordinary. So we fossil must persevere with keeping up at best we can with the marching technologies of our age, and marvel at the dexterity of the younger generation, which seem to soak up new computing inventions with such ease. The only comfort I draw is that when I was a teenager, I memorized chunks of Shakespeare and poetry by heart. I can still recite most of them, whereas I've never met a teenager today who can recite anything. They just laugh and say there is no reason to commit anything to memory, because they can simply Google it with the touch of his finger. Of course, there's a terrible confusion of information and knowledge, which is the price we pay for all the cyber advances of our times. 好啦，咁咧嚟咯。I'm not at all computer literate。佢呢個 at all 咧可以放呢個位，或者咧 I'm not computer literate at all， 即係完全係唔善於用呢個電腦嘅。係啦 ，literate 咧嘅相反就 illiterate， 就係文盲啊嘛。literate 即係識讀寫能力啦。咁佢呢個 computer literate。Not at all computer literate， 即係佢同嗰個讀者咧都係完全唔係好識得用電腦。I've never been able to grasp the use of a mouse。咁呢度咧佢個 no 啦，咁啊前面否定咗先，即係咧佢唔識用個 mouse， 亦都唔識得咧 screen 上面嗰啲 symbols。Let alone 更不用説，更不用説咧就係之前有條件咧就有個 not 嘅，或者係 negative 嘅，佢唔識得 A， 亦都唔識得 B，let alone C。OK， 咁啊需要好長時間咧，先知道點樣用個 mobile phone， 同埋咧點樣用呢個 texting facility， 即係同人 text 啦、SMS WhatsApp 嗰啲啦。OK，then when I finally worked out， 係啦，咁啊了解到點樣去用呢個 BlackBerry 以前嘅一個 model 啦，我就認為咧我係好 gadget savvy， 呢個字要記啦。咁啊一般咧我哋都要記 tech savvy，TECHSAVVY。即係 smart 嘅意思，即係擅長於科技。Net savvy 就係識得上網好叻。Gadget savvy 即係 electronic gadgets， 即係好善於用電子產品啦。佢覺得佢 worked out 咗點樣去用咧，佢就覺得佢係 gadget savvy。Only to 後面一定係負面嘅。往後我發現咧 that every new model became more complicated and again beyond my grasp， 係喺我嘅控制範圍之外啊。OK， 相反嘅 within my grasp， 即係咧。佢就唔識用啊嘛，係啦，從來都唔 never been able to grasp the use of。咁啊，佢覺得咧，佢用咗 BlackBerry 之後咧，就gadget savvy 啦，但唔係，有個新嘅 model 出現咧，越嚟越複雜 ，and again beyond my grasp， 喺我嘅控制之外啦。 To this day, I've resisted the iPhone. To this day 咧，即係 until now 啦，即係過去至到依家。咁係一段 period 嚟嘅，呢段 period 咧就會用個 present perfect tense 嘅。係啦，去到今時今日，大家都用 iPhone 啦，但我都冇用啊，因為咧我嘅手指比較肥大，咁咧如果撳個熒幕嘅時候咧就撳唔準嗰啲 ABCD 嘅。And I'm continually baffled。咁啊 ，I'm baffled by 咧即係confused by 嘅意思啦，困惑，即係都係唔係好識用啦。Endless 咧無休止大量嘅意思啦，誇張手法啫，即係好多好多嘅 apps 係有好多唔同嘅功能嘅，做咩都做到嘅。而 the most ingenious 最 smart 嘅嗰個 the most ingenious 最犀利最犀利最有天才嘅嗰樣就係咧，當你hold 個 phone 喺嗰個 background 嗰度咧，就可以 trace 到，例如你喺餐廳度咁聽到首歌啦，咁用個 app 咧就可以 trace 到嗰首歌個名啦，咁樣。I just find that extraordinary. So we fossils 嗱 fossil fuels 咧就係呢個嘅化石燃料啦。咁呢個 fossils 咧就係個比喻嚟嘅，即係 the elderly 嘅意思。我哋呢啲老人家 must persevere with 堅持啦 ，persevere with 後面跟一個 ing 啊 ，keeping up as best we can with the marching technologies of our time。咁呢個要記下 the marching technologies of our time。marching 好似步操咁啦，即係 advancing 嘅意思。OK， 即係一定要緊貼呢個潮流嘅。And marvel at the dexterity of the younger generation。佢呢個 dexterity 咧，形容詞咧就係 dexterous，即係手部靈活。佢呢度咧就對翻上面，佢話自己係 fat fingers 啊嘛，即係撳嗰啲lettering 撳唔到嘛，撳得唔準啊嘛，係啦，咁啊對翻上面。Marvel 咧就係 marvelous 嘅一個 verb 啦 ，marvel at 嘅要跟，係啦，要欣賞啦，咁樣讚歎啦。Which seems to soak up new computing inventions。soak up new computing inventions 即係吸收啊，即係有啲新嘅發明咧，佢好快咧就掌握到嘅。學到嘅 with such ease，with ease 咧即係 easily 咁解啦。The only comfort I draw， 好啦，你可以用 draw 呢個 comfort 啦，可以 draw support 或者 draw strength from your family， 例如咁樣嘅。咁啊，唯一嘅安慰啦，就係當我係 teenager 嘅時候咧 ，I learned chunks of Shakespeare and poetry by heart。通常你用 learned something by heart 就唔係用心記喎，唔係用心學喎，係記得好熟嘅事。或者 memorized something by heart， 即係咧佢背呢個莎士比亞嘅一啲詩係好用心去記，記到好熟嘅。I can still recite most of them， 而家都可以咧背得出嚟嘅。Whereas 咧就有個 contrast 啦，就係而家嘅青少年咧，佢講佢以前啊，但係依家嘅青少年咧，似乎你係唔識得朗讀呢個莎士比亞嘅詩啊。They just laugh and say there is no reason to commit anything to memory. Commit something to memory 咧，就係對翻上面呢個 memorize something by heart 啦，即係咧唔需要記啊，因為我上 Google 咪得咯，打 Shakespeare 乜乜乜首詩咪得咯。With the touch of a finger. Of course, there's a terrible confusion of information and knowledge. Information 係啊，你可以得到啊，你可以 access 呢 information 啊，但係唔係屬於你嘅知識㗎嘛，你嘅知識係你㗎嘛，係你嘅魅力所在嚟㗎嘛。Which is the price we pay. Price 咧就係個代價 for all the cyber advances of our times， 就係咁啦。咁啊呢本書我覺得好正嘅，今日就同大家分享，希望大家學到好多嘢。